red sky and morning. Shepherd's warning.
Welcome to winter. Hope it's doing better for you than it was for me. So it's the 15th of February, it's a Saturday. Lisa and the girls have gone shopping today. So I'm going camping on a long overdue camping trip. I hope you're all good. Let's have a little catch up because obviously I put out 18 episodes of Spain, then a wire ride episode which we didn't have a catch up because I was just ranting, and then I've done a bars video. This will be the next one. This is a camping trip, long overdue. Hardly been on the bike since Spain, and there's a couple of good reasons for that. I think I've been on the bike probably a handful of times since October when we got back, which is so unlike me. But when we got back after like a whatever it was, 27-day trip, whatever it was, it's pretty skint. But come back, went straight back to work every hour possible, and then in the evenings I was obviously editing all the videos. So there I was in the lead up to winter, just editing the videos every night, working all day, editing the videos on the weekend. We were pretty burnt out, you know, it was quite a full-on trip, but lovely. So suddenly Christmas was upon us. Had lovely Christmas, saw all the kids, the family, lovely time was had, and suddenly I'd done my back in. I'd had some warning signs. It'd been hurting quite a bit since the trip, really. I'm wondering whether I'd done some damage in that storm on the mountain road. There was quite a few moments where I really had to hold the bike up, and I was listening to something the other day where a guy, it was on Raw Radio, you know, the sort of podcast. If you don't know it, check it out, it's amazing. But there was a guy on there, I can't think who it was, but he said he got caught in really strong winds in Patagonia and struggling to keep the bike up, and then the day after realised he had a slip disc. So it does happen, but I'm wondering whether I've done some damage, because anyway, I had some pains before Christmas, but day after Boxing Day, I just do the silliest little thing, bend down to grab something, and the sharpest pain I've had in 20 years in my back, absolutely excruciating pain, like I could not move. I was bent out of shape, my spine was at a funny angle. I've only ever had that once before. It was 20 years ago, and in the end I basically had crushed some vertebrae and had to have a metal bar put in my back, had to have an operation. I was 4 years off work. It was hardest time of our lives, but it was really similar to that pain, which really frightened me, because as it happened I suddenly thought about 4 years off work again and the hardships that entailed, not being able to ride a bike, probably having to sell my bike. Your mind jumps to the worst. But anyway, 2 days, couldn't move, literally. Lisa had to help me to the bathroom. I couldn't move. Then I went to an acupuncture, like an old Chinese, proper old Chinese acupuncture guy that was highly recommended. I've never had it. I tried everything last time, my back was bad. Anyway, one session, this guy gets me out of like agony. 4 sessions, I'm pretty good. he advised me not to go back to work for a month, so I had another month off, and slowly I've been exercising, building back up from then, because I've basically got a weakness in my back now. There's not much I could do for a slip disc, but so I'm just now training, trying to get the muscles in my back built up so it don't happen again. I've got to change my life. I mean, I do press ups every day, and a bit of yoga, but that's about all I do. I've never gone to a gym in my life. I've never done that, but maybe I should have. But so anyway, I bought an exercise machine, and now I'm sort of training an hour a day in the morning, half hour at night, and that's going to be me. I'm going to try and maintain that because I don't want to be in that pain again. Look at the traffic where I live. Oh, this is like this all the time. Yeah, so that's me. I'm going to be training now. Sorry for I'll cut out the bits when I've got to hesitate. I'm now going to be training. I'm just going to try and be as strong and healthy as I can. Because the thing is, I'm loving what me and Lisa are doing now. You know, I've always gone away on my bike on my own, but now me and Lisa go away together. It's a different thing. It's so good. It's so much fun. Yeah, we're loving this. So, and I don't want to give it up. I don't want it to change. This is what we want to do. We want to travel further and wider and longer. So yeah, so that was me, and that's why I haven't rode the bike. We're now in February. I lost the whole of January, and now obviously I've got to work harder than ever to make up the money. You know, we had 4 weeks off for that trip, and now I've had 6 weeks off at Christmas. Unluckily I'm self-employed, and luckily, because if I had a proper job they wouldn't let me take a month holiday. So being self-employed, good and bad, as I'm sure many of you know. But I'll just work hard. I'm a grafter. I'll get my head down. So stoked to be back on the bike. It's pretty nippy. I think it's 3 Celsius. It's cold. But I just got to go away camping. I found a little place. It's not far, it's like 40 minutes away. All week it said it was going to be sunny today. And yesterday it changed. It was going to be sunny and cold. Yesterday it changed and said it's going to rain all day, on and off. But so far no rain, but I'm dubious. I think I'm going to get some rain, but we'll deal with that. I've got waterproofs with me. I hope it don't rain before I get there. I want to get the tent up in the dry. Now, that's the other thing I want to talk about, tents and equipment. I did a lot of moaning. Hang on, I don't like talking at traffic lights. I feel like a lunatic. Wow, that's cold on your face. Fucking hell, that's cold on your face. God, when I sped up then, that was cold. Yeah, I've been thinking a lot about our camping gear, and I can't not take the tent. I like camping too much, and Lisa needs to learn to like it more. Yeah, Lisa needs to learn to like it more. Hotels are more expensive. They were pretty reasonable in Spain, but we still spent more than we should have, really. And I think, you know, marriage is about compromise. I'll stay in some hotels sometimes, but we've got to do more camping. I really don't want to not take a tent, but taking our tent, cooker and especially when you're going through different climates of weather and you need like some warm clothes, just so much to take. It's fine if there's one of you, but for anyone who does 2 up on one bike knows it's hard to juggle it. A lot of our gear is pretty lightweight, like our camp mats, our camp chairs, our sleeping bags. Our tent is a sort of lightweight tent. It comes under the category lightweight, but it's not that lightweight. And obviously we opted for a 3-man one. It's an MSR Elixir 3. Where I was ill at Christmas in January, I was just looking at gear and what's out there and how I could get a smaller packing tent. And I am a gear freak. I'm a total gear freak. And I was looking at stuff. I was looking at what hikers take, because obviously people hiking, it's got to be light, it's got to be tiny. So I was looking at what a lot of hikers use, and there's a couple of tents. Seems to be what they're all using are the tents made of Dyneema now, which is a fairly newish fabric. Ultralight. It's very thin, packs down to almost nothing. And then once I went down the rabbit hole, I read up about everyone, and eventually I just kept going back to the same tent. It only had one downside, and it was a massive downside. It was really expensive. But that was the only downside I could really see. But lo and behold, me and Lisa have never took any of the money out of the Buy Me a Coffee fund. I didn't know quite how to get it out, and I haven't really looked at it. I didn't know how much was in there. We had a link up that our son-in-law put to our page for this Buy a Coffee thing, and we never mention it, and I'm not talking about it now to get people to give money. That's totally up to you. I'm never going to ask for it, but sometimes people have just donated. So anyway, the funds were in there, so I learned how to get them out, looked in it, and I could not believe it, but we had about £700 worth of funds from all our kind YouTube followers that have donated. We just couldn't believe it. I mean, we've had loads of super thanks as well, but when I showed Lisa, she couldn't believe it. She wanted to go on a holiday straight away, cheap package holiday to a beach, but I said we've got to put the money back into the channel, and I thought rather than use it for gas, I'm going to get the tent I want. It was a lot of money, and so I just threw that money towards this tent. So thanks to everyone who done the Buy a Coffee thing. I bought a new tent. I'll show you what it is when I get to the campsite, if I ever get there. It's freezing. I might freeze to death before then. And also I've thought of a lighter way to do our cooking, so I'll show you that as well. Apart from that, I'm just not going to let Lisa take. I'm going to give her a weight allowance on her toiletries. I'm going to stop being a tart and taking so many clothes. I'm going to take bare minimum clothes this year on any trips. You right? Cold one. What's that? It is, isn't it? Yeah, I thought about wearing a full face helmet, but then I thought, nah, I'll be all right. But face is cold. Thames View Camp. I found it. I found it down by the river somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not far. 10 minutes.
Candy.
What's that?
Candy.
Camping.
Candy.
Camping. It's down Thames View Camping. It's just down there somewhere. I've got it on here. I'll find it. Nah, not far. You all right? Yeah. What are you waiting for?
No, I'm
just watching the world go by.
You could say that, yeah. You could say that.
Good for you. You need anything?
No, I'm all right.
No, good, good. What?
Cold enough, mate. Right,
Yeah, I haven't come far, I've only come from Lee, so just nice to get out in the fresh air, isn't it though? That's what I keep telling myself. You be lucky, yeah? Take it easy, pal. Take care. God, it's cold to be sitting there. I've got to go on this bloody road again. I hope this campsite's open. If I get there and it's closed, I could have rung up, I suppose, but I don't like warning people. Woo! Oh, no wonder Lisa didn't fancy this today. She got a nice shopping trip. A little bit of clothes shopping. There's some right idiot behind me trying to tuck up on the inside of me before I even had a chance to get in here. Twat. Wondering how many times I said cold now. Not a bad little campsite once you actually get in. Them ladies, just chatted to them ladies over there, they got stuck. So I might move my back off the field, off the grass. They got stuck over there, they sunk. There we go. Winter shower. Let's get a shower. Girls, boys, sinks. I'm trying to find the logs, but I can't find them. So yeah, again, to buy the logs, they're just sitting there. It's under a CCTV camera, and basically you have to pay online. I hate doing stuff like that. I just want to put a £5 or £10 or whatever it is, give it to someone. I've got cash on me. Generation X, we still walk around with cash on us, you know what I mean? But instead I've got to fill out a form, scan it with a phone, put in my email, pay for it online, and I've got my logs. But I do love them own. I do love them own. At least they've got logs, and there's more there, so if I had to go back later, at least I've got some wood. There's no kindling, but I did bring some firelighters. But I've got wood, I'm happy, I'm out here, it's not raining. As long as the bike hasn't sunk a foot into the grass, I'm winning. Here we go. We're here, we've got wood. We're in a campsite, it's not raining. Got a new tent I've never put up before. I've watched a video from Durston, he showed you how to do it. It looked pretty straightforward. I think I got this. The entire tent there. That's it. Doesn't weigh anything at all. 19 ounces. It goes up with hiking poles. But if you haven't got hiking poles, they do these ultralight poles that go with it, which is a lot of optical. So that's the whole thing. Weighs nothing. Can we put it up? Let's find out. Keep well back. And basically it said to lay it out, and you just put 4 pegs in, abracadabra, it goes up. He just said to get very good right angles on your corners. So these are my 4 corners. Let's get 4 stakes. Oh, I've had this tent a week or so now, but I've just been working, so I haven't got out in it. Been gagging to use it. Gagging, that's a bad word. I've been dying to use it. Here we go, let's get it up. So if you've got trekking poles, use trekking poles. If not, got these Durston. They absolutely weigh nothing. And then it's got an adjuster here. Let's see how much we can go. So if it's raining, that's it. I'm up 4 pegs, but you want to peg out the porches. It says you don't have to, but come on, you have to. So it's a 2-man. It's got 2 porches, and it's a weird shape. But it's up. It ain't the best pitch. I think the ground dipped here, so you got this bigger gap around the bottom. That's just a bit of vent. What I have to do is really lower the poles down, then pull them tight. I'll probably do that in a minute. But that's it. We're up. I don't know what Lisa's going to think. It's so much smaller than our other tent, but it'll do. Look, I've got tons of headroom. Yeah, man, it's great. It's really weird. You can sort of see through it from you can't see through the outside looking in this light, but I think in bright sunshine you can. So, you know, you don't want to be camped right next to someone really nosy in the daytime. But at night, obviously, when you've got your lights off, you're not seeing through. But it's quite nice being able to see through. You can see if someone's walking up, and I like it. There she is, the Durston Mid-X Pro 2 Plus. It's a mouthful. It's not the best pitch. It's okay, but I think just noticed this side's a little bit sagged, which I'll either have to lower the pole and then tighten them back up. I'll adjust it in a minute, but man, that took me 5 minutes to put up, and that's the first go. So yeah, happy with that. So this is my cooker for the weekend. The bars just sit on there like that. Mess is inside. Yeah, I mean, I'd struggle with a high wind. I'd have to get a shelter, some bricks around it, but at the moment that's fine out here. Cooking up some onions. I'm going to make a burger with no bun. I'll explain later. That is not what you think. I just got some fresh mince on the way here from a butcher's. I'm just humming that into a burger. Bit of salt and pepper. Bit of nice mince, the nicest one they had. I watched him grind it up. Get some chipotle flakes on that. I've got my lighter weight pan out. I weighed all the pans. I'm getting anal. And I brought that. It's not a non-stick one, so I've got to use plenty of oil. I think the only thing what I could do with that I think I'll do next time with this is next time I'm going to put rocks around this pan. There'll definitely be a couple of rocks around here. There'll be a couple of rocks about that I could just balance on the edges of the pan to stop it tilting. Because otherwise you're going to obviously lose your food. All I've had today is a few strawberries and blueberries for breakfast and some nuts. It's probably like 12 o'clock now, I don't know, what's time, let's have a look. Oh, it's 1:45, man. So anyway, why is there no bun? Why is there no bun? I reckon you're all gonna think I just forgot the bun. But no, I didn't forget the bun. Basically, Lisa has gone on a real health one this year. Gone on this like really weird diet. You can't have anything wheat. You can't have any dairy, except for organic eggs. You've got to buy all your vegetables organic and buy the best quality meat you can. No sugar, no preservatives. When she went on it, she said she was going to try it for 3 months, and I just went, well, it's going to be so hard for you to do it on your own, so I'll do it with you. Here I am, no burger bun. Can't have my non-alcoholic beers, they got sugar in. I just like a challenge, and I do like a food challenge, and we had to literally learn to recook. We're in it, we're like 2 months in, we started it on New Year's Day, so we're like 6 weeks in, whatever it is, and it's good, both feel great. I lost 8 pounds, so that's good, because that's weight we're not taking on the next trip. Lisa's lost 7 pounds, so we're just trying to get really fit. It's really burning up nice now, but that's a cool little thing, cool little invention. I've put rocks around the burner before and just sat it there, but they take up no room, and if there's no rocks, you're still good to go.
Burger, no bun, no cheese, no tomato, no mayo, no mustard.
So I'm using the same little burner for the jet boil. The mugs we always take, so this big one I can use as a saucepan. This is my plan. I can use this big one as a saucepan. The smaller mugs, they stack inside, and then there's a smaller one stacks in that. So it's just that. My frying pan, that little burner, that's our whole cook set. So I'm figuring I can boil the vegetables in there. I've got 2 of these big mugs, they're all stacked down, so you're only carrying one. But it's not going to boil the same time as the jet boil, but you know, hey ho. Winter camp, expected it to be a lot colder. It's really mild today. Felt absolutely freezing coming up here. Oh, look at the bike. Took Lisa's seat off because she ain't, or you know, the backrest off, because she weren't with us. I brought 2 lighters. Always bring 2 lighters. Both of them are dying. One's died, the other one's on the way out. But I've got the firelight in one go. Tiny bit of paper, some firelighters. We're winning. Feels like the end of the world out here. I don't even know why. At least if it rains, on the positive side, I'll get to test the tent out and see if Durston made a waterproof one that's 19 ounces in weight. Plans for this year is Scotland in April. I mean, we're going to do loads of little weekend things and camps, but our big trips this year is going to be April. We're going to head up the west coast of Scotland and then do the Outer Hebrides, go across the top, the north side, you know, do the Outer Hebrides. We want to pop in and see Robbie Anderson, the guy who fixed my chopper that time. If you've watched the Scotland one that I done on the wire ride, you know Viva Robbie Anderson. That's what I'm going to go and see that guy. I've got to go and see him again. Really look forward to seeing him. And then our big summer trip, which is going to be end of August and September, is going to be Morocco. Right across France, right across Spain, cross at Tarifa into Morocco, do the Atlas Mountains and stuff, and do a few places around Morocco, then head into the Western Sahara and up as far as Dakhla, which looks like a beautiful beach place. I've had a dream since I was a kid, ever since I first saw Lawrence of Arabia. I wanted a camel. I wanted to ride through the desert like Lawrence of Arabia. I wanted to dress up as Omar Sharif in that black outfit, that black get-up he had. That was me, literally 5-6 years old. I was like, I wanted to be Omar Sharif. I don't really want to be Omar Sharif anymore. I like being me. But I want to cross that Sahara Desert, or a section of it, and I know they filmed that film in Morocco. So I want to cross the Sahara Desert to Dakhla with Lisa on the bike, wild camp, avoid the mines, you know, the land mines that are still left out there. Try and avoid them as best we can. I want to just wake up in Morocco. I want to hear the call to prayer. I want to ride through a sandstorm. I want to eat tagine. I want to go to some, you know, some of the markets and the crazy. I want to see the craziness. I want to see the Atlas Mountains. So we're going to Morocco. We're going to the Sahara Desert. It's going to be an epic trip, probably like 7,000 miles round trip. I don't know how long it's going to take, maybe 4 weeks. Well, definitely we're going to take 4 weeks, but we might need a few more days. I don't know. It's going to be a mission. Again, do some wild camping and some hotels. Accommodation is pretty cheap in Morocco, but I still want to take this tent. I want to camp. I want to wake in the middle of nowhere. So there are 2 big trips this year. I'm probably not going to have dinner for a couple of hours, but I've put the potatoes in there. Oh God, they're going to take ages. This wood burns real slow, and I'm hoping the rain don't put it out. But I tell you what, it's getting really cold. It feels like it could snow. My hands are numb now. My hands are numb. It's just dropped the temperature. Cook food, get a hot meal in me, get a hot drink. Watch this fire go down. Play some guitar, get in that tent early, man. I like literally just dreaming about getting in that tent now, getting in my sleeping bag. It's quite cold out here. This ain't fun. Don't do this for fun. You do it because you just do it. Carrots, asparagus, basil, some salt on my little burner, and saved meths. Just cooking them on the fire. This kind of seems to work out. Lamb chops, minted lamb chops, bit of veg, jack and potatoes underneath there somewhere. Potatoes on the inside. And chops on the out. Veg on the burner. So I boiled the veg. But to save fuel, now it's boiling. Just put that in the fire while these lamb chops cook. And potatoes are still underneath there cooking away. I reckon they might even be done, you know. They might even be done at the same time. This could work out. This could just work out alright, who knows? New tent. I'm actually excited again now. It's just food. I'm a foodie. Food does it for me. That was a pleasant dinner. God, that was nice. I just woofed that down. I don't know how I was so hungry, but I was hungry already. But that was a really nice dinner. Just boiling water to clean that pan up. I just ate out of the pan. See, have a good thing with them pans. You can't do that with a non-stick one. You can eat out of them. Maybe lose the plate. I knew a man, he caught anything. He was not a friend of mine. He'd take, he'd steal the soul of a life. And that's why he got left behind. And that's why he got left behind. I had a girl, she called something. We had such grand desires. And I think he wrote him with flowers a big book of pretty lies. And a big book of pretty lies. And I think he told something, everything the sweet little ears could stand. And then I think he soon had something eating from the palms of his hand. She was feeding from the palms of her hands. So I ran, grabbed anyone, or only she could see. And anyone said, any friend who knew me well knows there's no knowing me. I shook a girl who called herself Blue, and I shook her so hard she turned green. When I was done on the road for the sun, she had the nerve to call me mean. She had the nerve to call me mean. So beware a man, he called anything. When you're in need, he'll only offer you his name. He'll get you to sign your soul on the line, and soon you'll be in flames. Oh, soon you'll be in flames. Oh, soon you'll be in flames. Oh, it's such a shame with the rain. I kind of just want to sit around the fire and play guitar now. I could play a guitar inside a tent, but it's not the same. Not the same as sitting around a fire. Oh, you sit around a fire playing the guitar. That's what fires are for. It's what guitars are for. You know, fires and guitars just work, man. But the rain's getting harder and harder. It's not, you know, it's not a shower anymore. It's raining. It's sort of got bits of ice in it. It's a bit shit. It was never going to be anything else but a weird day. This fall is going to be weird. I come in the tent because it was pouring. It's actually eased now. It's a couple of hours ago now. It's about 10ish now. It's really got cold. I'm snug in here, but it's cold. Just had to go outside to do a Jimmy Riddle. It's cold outside. I'm in my inner sleeping bag, and I've got a big woolen blanket over me. I'm snug. Got my clothes on still. It's cold though. See my breath. Winter camp. I'm quite glad Lisa didn't come. I don't think she'd liked it tonight. Dinner was good. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up here. I'm going to try and go to sleep. I'm loving the tent so far. But, you know, I've only been in there a couple of hours. What do I know? So that was a cold night. That was a cold night. I've no idea what the time is because my phone died in the night and completely out of practice, not going away. Forgot my phone charger. So I've no idea. It could be 4 in the morning, it could be 7. I don't know. So I'm going to have to start my bike up in a minute to put the phone on charge because all the details for getting out of the gate are on the phone. But yeah, it was cold, man. I'm so glad. Last minute, I wasn't going to bring my puffer jacket, and last minute I brought my puffer. And Jesus, I needed it. It was cold, man. Be working. I don't even want to light the meths. Oh my God. Come on. Come on. Come on, give me flame. Flame on. Flame on. Ah, flame on. Just blew out. I just need coffee. I can't. So I'll set the bench light. I can't do anything without coffee. Oh, I need coffee so bad. I've set the bench light. Yeah, I don't know. This is going to be a weird episode if I put it out. It's just going to be called Miserable Time Camping. The highlight was the food. The dinner last night was amazing. Sometimes you just come out and it don't happen. That's reality. I'm not going to lie and go, it's just good to get out. It's good just to get out in the open air. It's not sometimes. Sometimes it's not. Reality is, it's a bit cold. It's in a 3-season tent, 3-season sleeping bag. Feels like I'm in that film, The Road. Yeah, post-apocalyptic thing. Feels like I'm in that movie. I just haven't got the kid to worry about. But I think it's the sky. I think the sky, there's something in the sky. Maybe there's something in the coffee. I doubt I'll ever know. But you know what I need? I know I need to go camping again to have a good one. Probably go next weekend. Gate is locked. Fucking hell, it's muddy. Worse than yesterday because it rained all night. Oh, I'm not in the mood to drop it either. Better just take my time. Slipping and sliding everywhere though. Coffee sorted me out a bit. Bloody hell, that is so slippery. Wet mud. Road tyres. No. Ah, by the looks of it, the top gate's shut. I've got to open another gate and lock it. Back wheels sliding everywhere. Oh my god. It's horrible. Miserable time camping. Part 1. Hopefully the only one. Nice horses. Well, a nice clean bike is no longer a nice clean bike. Oh mate, gotta find somewhere to throw the rubbish. Right, lap up this bit of road because this is the only nice bit we got. There's a bin. There's a bin. I hate parking on a little bit of a hill like that. But I've wedged it in enough. Well, now I've got going a bit. The wind chill on the face. Yeah, that's woke me up. Oh, beautiful! Just a glimpse of sunshine there. Don't know if I'll pick up on the camera. That was lovely. Oh, a tiny bit of sun. Get me dreaming about springtime and the trips we got lined up. Only about 5 miles to home. Woo-hoo-hoo, let's go. Go on mate, away you go. Got all the time in the world there. I'm hungry now. I did bring breakfast. I've got some eggs and some mushrooms. I was going to do an omelette, but it's too cold. I just couldn't handle it. I'm too soft. 40-minute ride home and have a nice breakfast with Lisa in the warm, light a fire. Oh! Rain in the rain. I'm gonna carve me a line straight out of town. Leave you a love song for your lonely hour. But it's time I was leaving, girl, it's high time I run. So I got to be pushing on.